ho ayebehwe ena no pay pese Ghana fo nyina ehun se NDC fo ya akohwifo omo nka no kre omo ka tuntum enne ekyena no makoda no fufu na akokọ yete ha ena NPP for etu koko buomu ekọ 3,100 cedis NDC for si boy Nana Akufo-Addo ene NPP for ya akromfo womo awia koko kuafo sika nti esa kuafo no ekọ Jubilee House koda Nana Akufo-Addo ka se omfa wo musika ma wo no mo Eriko Poku na ya Greek minister okan bi atofo asia wo ye finance minister okan bi woni aka ekekan bi ya obia kan bi se MPP ewia Ghana kuafo isika yakoto aba 2024 ama NDC adi nkunim oma betena konwa so atofo asin converting committee animu a ho na okekan nsem hunu se na koko sika no kra no ye koton koko na ye de bituatu aka horo bebre minim se Akufo-Addo de ende okoton a na okọ ya Agyei ya yesifani nyina akoma koko akuafo no fi se woni a omo adwuma no mu hie sika ana okan sa na yebeka ya na Akufo-Addo ewa aban mu okoba bia otu kwan na okwa ndi sifo se Akufo-Addo e de akonwa atu V8 mu ene di nachi Randy Abe ene aye no Kokobot CEO oso okonye akuafo kokasa ni office akonwa kakraka adaka mu Randy Abe office akonwa kakraka adaka mu no de akosi koko ase Akufo-Addo de se de akonwa no wonfa nkosi wuram enti anu de nyansa wom na sa wo ye Kokobot CEO na wo kwakuafo nchen na wo kodu kromo no de wo so pese wuram koko na ase ena na akuafo no kokasa no watam office akonwa kakraka na so na wo da ho eho na okoka kire koko akuafo ni se koko no kra na Nana Akufo-Addo etu mu no election ti no mtumu na mo de pe vote nti no mtumu 31 million no na abra na NDC for no kasa no na omnim ne ekoso wo Kokobot Randy Abe sabe wagwene wo fom a Ghana fo nyina agwene ni fom adwuma na dia ma unnim me da ye di adwuma na ma Randy Abe se wo Kokobot CEO nam se President Mahama wa amaso bebu man oba so bebu man anko mfa Randy Abe ankoye Kokobot CEO kame se jama na ye ma no nkoye Kokobot CEO kra kokofom kra no ni nansi bi mu da wo hunu se de esidua koko kra da enti wakwatena koko akuafo nanim ena wo kodi atro akire wo no mo se anu munim koko no bo na asesika no kra na Akufo-Addo de ma wo mo no na nsa so de ma wo no mo sa na aba 20 no kukuri de ma wo no mo ena afi na mba hwem na August o mampani Mahama adi koko bo aba enti wo hye kuafo no bo wo sisika no ebro so dia wo hye bo aje be bo papa bio na wo hye wo no mo na nche se mbati koko bo so ana se be yeden NDC ema aban mu dade a anka mo kan Ghana fo beti ase se omo ma aban mu danti omo nim de ekoso Kokobot ba mo aban mu aba enti na ro Randy Abe wonim kuadwuma wonim koko ho adwuma nya de adwuma na hye wonsa na akotena kuafo ni mu a na nsema nyansa nimu na wo ka kire akuafo ne Ghana fo se aba 20 ena Akufo-Addo atu koko mu November 2024 masa adwuma no ntimi nya kachi se mfa nkom ayi sports ministry wo de no na kwetena ho na kwaye sports na makoko akuafo ho ntom fi se enso anko kan wo west north no eye nsamfo ni nsamhunu nyansa ba kokura nim nyansa di nyansa ba kokura nim so kache akuafo se Akufo-Addo tu koko no ma na ye politics ntia na je se nkan se so tum ba mu nim se ye politics eye de na sabre no mo kan se sika na Akufo-Addo di amakoko akuafo no isua and this for person chese Randy Abe me ehun se wo no so mo kasa by heart adwene ni ho because adwene wo mo kasa no ho kasa bra mo me kan hye Ghana kuafo se President Akufo-Addo Kokobot se komo mo 70% no wa mo ketua bi enti mo 30 million na ka mampani ho enne wo ye Kokobot CEO onam koko nkra se ka nsem hunu ni nsemfo ade kire kuafo na akuafo so wo mutie se obi ti ada ewura mu yadwuma nkyese wo ejimini o enti mu visa kuafo agimi enti no ukojuma ni ma no akade ope bi a kire wo no na yabo nsema ma ho na ukọ akuafo ho ye hwe Masamba ko na me pese ye besa adwendwen ho chairman Bute. First national first vice chairman MPP. Papa ni ye besle no. On kasa te se panimu. Chairman Smith Bute kasa se panimu a wo adwene. Na nkwada besua bibia afiri wo ho. Emie wa no nkasa by heart. Say MPP akọ election ya lusu. Enti ensase etu abama national executive via na national executive member bi oba pass etu abama no na na furu nti no oba visoba faili wonu wa faili akacha so faili because wo chairman Bute MPP members ni supporters emu 90% new ye new anybody do say na we shout abontin e be say chairman Bute ni MPP national first vice chairman ye new because first vice chairman abedi ye ehunu adwuma bi a wo ye asin no of ye ko election hwan ye de share ninsa e de na ekosi ho no empendo do say na uti Ghana MPP adwuma na se part na go opposition na ye pe kwan ye fa so a na akwatena radio station TV station na o kan semunu wonu wa faili as first vice entijitu so wa faili emfa nkwahye obi enka say ya faili ntimi entu aba ma obi a wonu mi say okobi obi faili ntimi nkobi onti no ana okeke kasa ansem hunu no ye besre kasa panini na party man hunu say yo panin bi wo party ni mu sa ni mane na mo ye no party ni mu na mu fi say mo munya kwanya de bo pa bia na akokeka no beja munyai emwa obi a emwa party no because like I said what am Bute no be say MPP members ni supporters mu 90% new if you be first vice kura ni you adwuma wo ye ti want me anya adwuma no enka say want me anya de obi anso ntimi anye pe oba bi tuna na woni a ompe so metumi akobio no party mana na be kwa akokire obi ba so pe bio nye beto abama na enye na abekire say maye nto abama obi eno eni wo botom nti beslewo saa ne mane ma ntwa enti anopai yatena se metuna mama god na sarbedi akon bibi dina kopi baabi eyi abe fi nti yese okọ na oni abusua kototo nyama nyame adom koka ewa ha Peter Nkoma ewa ha Alhaji Audu Mahama so ba be kan yensa na fi yatiesim ya hwe ensema da pono so Chairman Bute ne Randy Abedi ande eno enkan topic no na be bi twam ebrebe ma ebe kan ho asem ebrebe ma ebe kan ho asem kakra pi akwaba yania na mutisai Dasebre Peter Dasebre mache yania me chiao echia etiefo ne ahwefo na very good na u charge say dia na me yemu ya ahye na we MPP sam ne ye ba so because you see like you said this is not the first time a party lose election what you say but even NDC 2016 omu lose election na bi nsi sada president tiakunya so yato abetu no the executives are no more it became what you say at every point in time ya uhia experience hands be to be around be a blend I said nketia no na the NDC co opposition no na share adom aba ento utimi ka say and block executives ni nyina obi anko wo de which ma kire wadwen so min kobi na nke beka ebe ya anka mo obi anya de contest you that's your view but to add say obi sa ba biewa sabi and the wem say kasa no anko yi na every pam no ye be hwe no ho asem na ya kan in any case the party people mom wo form no and grassroots the supporters no na be kire enye me na o Dasebre na Chairman Bute na obi na be kire the MPP nsensem ne dey do a ye be ko mu akomu yie a kire nsem mu ne ahu ba bia I was say baby why Chairman McMahon 2008 no Chairman the party go opposition as campaign manager no na the party ni ba abam enti sa no man dey do a ye be komu yie me na me Dasebre me chia wa che obia no ene enye ya yenua Prof Kill o sie ni papa ewo Western of so be quite wow emu bi antimi anko na nso we do the needful team no I will try and pass any mama ko nti ya share de Yakobon ka no na
omwano na omamotimi akono enhwe na ekire en honyoma enye kama
and Godon so sister
Godon yantima nkoja no ono awunim
what dey ono ye nkoja no ye nyina
kwame ekire be dim komo ba unim ye free akra mpa me say na eye ba ko wabri wa ya enua Godfrey Oparijan editor of Inquisitor. On so AC ni papa. Wow. In fact, Andy say Andy can come some in chow pa. OTA or share esro ho.
Engani me say I do the faboni. I go faboni.
Also or train nti Yakupon boy we are yebeko na yakoboa yenua Godfrey Oparijan. Ah, yeah, editor of Inquisitor.
Your friend is Nana Ampim Daku. The legendary George Daku.
George Daku, yeah.
I don't know me. And
no, almost I say thing Thursday, no.
Wow, okay. Internet the nice double. Enti ba ye be ko ni be betima ko ye be ko na be be yentimi an konse ye wo say ye you know ye be
abnormality
okay. Ye be bibia. But me just some small point on Zoom line on aban sanitation project.
I'm share cook and Swiss.
Well, look at na wakasa obi ehun dada.
Coca kwaba.
Jo kaje chairman Buta say. Asin enough. When to me emu akonta. Ye ma osika se kodwa so kodidwa. Wo a won to me ankoto normal na yese koto no. Wo so a won to me amu akonta. Nti me feel say ena baako no aka baako ena ye ko by elections too
asek kumewu se jesum ho baby kumewu die
yes
na election nsa
went to me emu akonta na interview a uko grantee ye no wo a wo so obi a ye probi wo no wo o kase snare ne doubt ewo wo ho metumi aka che say ofa 52 weeks no temambute wantena ha uchemu 6 kwa wantena mu half kromu ha obi animu and your still worship na ebon wanye bibi papa bia enti se party ni boa no ho and to even speak say I say ye the thank you to no ye the chichi omo enye omo pe no
bi mpese be ye thank you to no obi afro ono no se mimi enko doctor obi na na ade
doctor muane kasa nyina me pacho eya ye yi mpanimfo a communication ye nhwe communication can personality na ye yi ne ho because uni pedua ni nyina ye wo kasa ene beba ntimi sre onya kasa ena party fo se ntentem na omone ne ngasa se on kana no ntu
Edwasi ti abusuna fo ya tenase na ye di bichirim dwumadi no eba aha aye wuntumi radio 95.9
FM sister si o show pa o Jennifer Queen
Jenny na no UTV ho de se na ho group papa
sister sister ye chiao pa
o ma mema ye mre waya de sa na ti oni amadaku omo ko come on kan se mu
omo ye salvation na me of the party
come on kan se mu abepi yam kwai
yes
me jama o share mati atuna
oh just 1 minute 2 minutes be to talk about one or two issues jedi kan aban we buy no within 3-4 months and some 12 a omo ache omo ahunahuna omo and I say indirectly omo etwetwe ahoma se omo adwuma be bo omo no menyini se ebisi ya na ye those days are na Rollins PNDC days e wo no na sa seditious and libel law no e wo na ye ditata nsem trofo adwuma abai bia ba obenya nsem troni ba ko mienu bia obenya problem but uhwe the time any nsem trofo a omo akano especially when you say you were my penina or nsem troni in fact say president Mahama a member of DJ yes he's a member
and I know because you coming comes
enti na emerepam no ye be komu ye am say this week the DJ.
I'm not sure statement.
In fact, the DJ president, the press mobile tape, no.
I'm not being true.
Okay, correct.
Arrest and intimidation of journalists. Colleagues, barely a month ago, operatives from the Office of the Special Prosecutor, in short OSP, detained a colleague of ours, journalist Gordon Asaribiakun, for alleging that the Special Prosecutor ordered the Kufuor government to buy a private jet for its official use. We are reliably informed that the OSP subsequently charged Asaribiakun with publication of false information and communication. It was later granted bail in the sum of 5 million and has since been reporting periodically to the OSP. Colleagues, we have instructed our legal team to make immediate steps. We have instructed our legal team to take immediate steps to initiate a judicial review of the unlawful actions undertaken by the OSP, which constitute harassment of our member and clearly exceed the powers granted to the Special Prosecutor under the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017 Act 959. We firmly hold the view that such an overreach of authority by the OSP is not only unacceptable but also illegal. Accordingly, we will seek a declaration from a court of competent jurisdiction to nullify these actions. Additionally, we have directed our lawyers to file an application for an injunction to restrain the OSP from engaging in any further act of harassment or undue interference with regards to Asaribiakun and any other journalist. We remain committed to upholding the rule of law and ensuring that justice is served within the boundaries of legal authority. The Special Prosecutor must focus on his core mandate, on his constitutional mandate as Special Prosecutor, and not deviate from it to become Special Persecutor. He is a Special Prosecutor and not a Special Persecutor. MPP Media General.
Multiple Radio 95.9. Nyamin Sawum. Hey.
Enti.
Auntie P.
Enti. Enya no onya God nkwana ne ho aka ho. Unim say apart from Prosper, the editor of Current, abamu security fo bi kofa no ho nsensem kwane. Na wotwi ya anopa kwa na me try say me fresh speaker yenya yenua for Kesbin mo
Mr. Speaker yes akokun galamsi unim say me friend ama ne ho abasem
my friend na me sanka speaker wotimi kam so ya friend me person me no din komo bi ba unim I checked from the station and reliably I'm informed say in fact Oma track command say on step aside because or
Kalam say egu abane ni mase
ogu abane ni mase na ne a speaker unim say o start on ne okatachi e wo omo galam say sense enya ne o me kai am say the last month before election ye tu kwan minister speaker nya ye bedu ye pe ye call meeting bi ye ne abu and he spoke against Galamsey and the MPP in the enya de a secret ono katachi kura kochichi nkofo bi kura obush bi enye ne nti de na aba say de say speaker oye Kesbin morning show host decide say obekoso aboa a fight Galamsey ahwe say obe discuss Galamsey issue say de be ya yensuo ne yem forest be ye be bon ho ban ana say omo ye Galamsey ai mining no ebe ye no kwan papa so a o se na dwuma bo no me friend no me sanka nti bia next week me sanka ne ya officially come and speak to that ebio unim asem ba ko a ekoso a me hwe person me kan wasem Zoom line on ne YEA almost sanitation model sense my course no now nim Dasebre ho na me who say MPP fo bi nso are falling into Basintelli the YEA boss comment bi okochro say the Zoom Lion sanitation project na one aban ni one na oye no evil in quotes yes because to him Basintelli no Zoom Lion J about 600 a year. That's what no 2 workers almost 300 or so 600 arrangement no 600 call Zoom Lion on a 300 call on maybe my phone but I'm say Basintelli arrangement no on tiase I feel I'm say waba or be kind document na tin maybe as first and foremost Zoom Lion workers na omo no omo wo nhye na omo omo sa 300 and yet they are not permanent staff of Zoom Lion.
Casual.
Yes. Enti anopa no obu wa okoprapra wo kwan no awia. Obu wie pe anopa na anopa 6-7 okona adwuma o. Enti becho I say side job bi a ebi mu ye. Yes, ebi musko atonton ne oma. Me kai lady bi a no wo laboni ye ho say. Anopa okọ Zoom Lion okoprapra mso osu baby ni awia. Owia anopa be 8-9. Afre na obe hye ni dwa ankese. So edenye say omafa workers are adwuma I say omo ye permanent staff from 5 to 6 to 5 and omo ti omo kasa arrangement omo no mo say side job bi e ma no ni mema ni bi ene Zoom Lion ahihye a omo ye ebio enye MPP fo ena ni Zoom Lion hihye sa akonya we arrangement we Abrana Akufo-Addo we president an arrangement with Zoom Lion wo that in fact 2009 when President Mills was president abamu penfo bi soliti a Zoom Lion a fast search arrangement but e chia omo te Zoom Lion adwuma na se ene kwan omo ne workers ne hihye omo no omo wo
Peter Mincho anu adu kan e wo da
oh yes
woni me fie ana me ti wosu
yes
na me two aunties omo sorry anopa 3 am
yes
ekopra ewo castle
yes
stadium any ministries
yes
I was then 12 years old. Omo kopra ne sa noma and oka meals asem and a buy. I remember say those times chief of staff or whatever phrase said this contract has been there way back.
Yes.
Just that Zoom Lion happens to be currently have more equipment and more normal. A bit to me I enhance ya me duma no aye effective.
Hona meba no. Hwe unim say you see you can disagree with the arrangement. Say the entina contract e wo ho a ebia Zoom Lion enya emu kase na workers enya skaketwa so you can disagree and perhaps as YEA boss raise issues engage Zoom Lion say okay ye mpene yente so and I say ma workers more I mean there are many ways you can go about it but to describe it is as evil what I say
president is the economy was criminally
no that's a one arrangement that aprapra no e man papa no mu wi a prior omo de pra omo ntade bullet
Wellington
boot ani ni omo shenya Zoom Lion and provide you omo wi a the tricycles will come around some better say ewura so bi abeba no pa na embo tenkungugu ho sa tricycle back ground ni bo so we import ya ni nya Zoom Lion ye ni nyina so if a binding Zoom Lion was her arrangement no now more enya you can agree disagree engage Zoom Lion and change the arrangement but you cannot describe it as if say papa no say to the same Japan adwumbone woni tinim ana say washada na also suppose obu obia in any case unim say hwe sa arrangement here wo hoyi any ade enya ne ene wo ho awo ho vat we brana President Mahama kra ye president 2013 eba 20 na sa arrangement ni nyina wo ho omo no munti ase omo kasa anwa chi omo ti ase no asumdwe eba wo ho enti so aba na opese no mo engage that's fine but ema MPP wufo bi amahu so omo so atro support Basintelli no em ho because bi mo ma omo ne Zoom Lion ayadwuma pa omo nim arrangement no me pese me bodin so but omo support say I contract here evil and it must be changed when you had opportunity
and you say you change here you changing from
changing the same you can unim say Zoom Lion even though they are the big players no so bi ko ni krom kra na say ekoba say aprapra be why finia they'll say zoom line for omunyo majuma but the same arrangement in kasa yai no mo je adwuma be free zoom line on sem they come private other waste management companies be am person me bobo mudin what you say de akoma omo enti wo area ono also bisa
so for na ehwe ha
he for na ehwe ho e bia na waste management company fufuro bi e na ehwe ho me area mete enya zoom line for na ehwe ho e waste management company bi na ehwe ho enti se unim now who can say because of me a big player I say Pepsodent toothpaste bia your friend Pepsodent
washing powder bia omo
but there are other companies as well strangely some of these waste management companies no uni baby omo machines ni omo ni omo de adwuma free omo de free zoom line ho so and the trainers zoom line the more workers and many others are you may not understand but my problem is that people must not fall into the hands of omo kasetia zoom line on say the contract arrangement evil. It is not evil.
Okay.
You can engage them, you can disagree with them, have a meeting with them, and I'm sure say the arrangement can be changed or can be improved. But don't sit outside and call it evil. Now many people before being soon falling into it. And young people are buying are buying and this arrangement to a buy.
Very good. Maybe problem was zoom line for any workers no a time omuka. It will come with and I am the having because can you
fantastic
2, 3, 4 months
explaining a lot of things.
Unim say up to now are buying a zoom line on the sanitation
buying try
on the pre-financing or any part of pre-financing be answer say I start to crampo bonny day and this all pre-financing na ko do baby na say sikane ma over the
on so apim
enya de papa wo adwuma na ye ntwa se wa japan wo ye elder de ba ya kasa utiri ho
say o mo PR department
yes
so me yire mo ye adwuma na ni party wo mo ne ma na
madam Sofia ne part mon kasa aya mon kasa abaye de mo ka mon kasa na mo to na ye bom de money
o ma sem ya
na eno say there was a statement bi say say obi ko hu say caterpillar ne machines be adwuma o mining bi atwo ho zoom line ohun ye na say galamsey how
we have had a affiliate so de ko ye adwuma
no na zoom line no kura company e wo China o produce sa machine enti obi na akonya sa machine ni bi na o de ko ye ne mining adwuma ho na say zoom line to galamsey no mo say papa ni din
yes
ono so nkasa
I feel say omo issues ni bi wo ho a journalists be omonti entrepreneurship ase what you say there are 2 levels of business semi-employee me employee no and no there are certain benefits are you entitled to but we by day you work from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. and no pay na me dey ma but because ebi oni pakoni ni adwuma bia ye after that time no you assume say me abuse no and na yenka a lot of nkrofo na e hye uniform no so e the uniform no ko ye adwuma unim de omo ye omo ko market ni other places e ko je job na omo the uniform na ya agi until you see them and you feel say omo nenam ho ya employ me from enopa enom na mo ye
ni wa na adwuma so wa ya
wie
company ni de wa wie
what you see to see say ebia ye tuaneka 2000 na oma onipa kro no 600 o say wa 4004 but busa ho say ni operational costs ASN
we are this for any cocoa board in some be
operational cost ni ASN uniform na o share no equipment na o use no nipa na obeso ball and baby e di ball and ikogu and running all this full be sa de yen calculate sa no mani nyina o and the painful thing is omo gina mo we mu no omo nya adwuma da o they've not ever established a business before ono obi adwuma o ye adwuma na ekodu baby na o say pay ni nya no adwane and ankofo ye nkofo civil societies omo di asem civil societies and ahwe o ma bedu baby o ma bedu no so it is you have no moral right won't establish a business to support the country's high employment rate no unemployment rate no now be criticize a system that is trying to yes can no man na enye no near future solutions to reform it but don't sit it is say you collapse na more call it semi and sign a contract no do you have an alternative job for them some of we call na red any sa prostitution na ekukọ so ewo hotels no na omukọ galamsey no ma eno na mope what you say no many people ho a o kanu hwehwe alternative measures a o de ba ebeboa but not just saying it's evil but in tally the work experience you saying say ne inkofo na won ye ka so nkopa adwuma mo ma what job meanwhile your bosses ni bebre at the letters akoma zoom line in various regions and constituencies say omo employ inkofo we mo how why munya ye ni sa no ma they are the same people so amko from so omo make cleaning mamu so what are we doing
herasi abusia for high movement television no ntumi radio be twem dwumadi ni Dasebre wona no pay yam twai no mahama 100 days in office last say we be be fan
okay we dey yan hwe CJ last year started John Mahama
person you
CJ no na ewia na ye the MPP dey na call na fi ifura na ekwayi na MPP for na omo na ye be kon ye hia o ya no makonto
be the letters na ba na person o kan educate here ba
dia fe CJ
Dasebre
P
I me gidi pass on my yenti I mean you can have what manya adwin bia wo aka so de ope bia ahwe so de opo so hwe bia o man no maybe ye tisi say no yenti and metchra wo yenti hwe the chief justice onye obi a yenti nyina in fact president ko yebetuma yina ekwan a ye faso yi no constitution omra pon na ye de akire a ye nyina obi a ye de enim enti se CJ ye bibi ana bibi akoso na se office boni bi akoso a na poso wi na epie na na se ye nyina ye hu boni kro na waye no na fatase yetimi na dia obubia odo man we do bia o man no democracy bia also support enti se ko base bibi akoso na se office enye na wo nyina so bi se CJ na ye boni bi nentie o se yi na odo beto abonten a o sa wo kire na yehu na ye hwe se ampase ebehia na se CJ the chief justice say ye de ye pam no ebio so wo hwe ne o ma akoso any long before the election any comment bia anything panimfo bi John President Mahama na ankese said inkesia any band deputy secretary it is one director of operations deputy at the presidency omun sembi o makeka keka any e show pefe se no mo adwempo bi se e fa chief justice o mo ba kwan bia so mo be yi no Electoral Commission so kwan bia so o mo be yi no any deputies ni nkofo bia o ma bo o mato and I'm say Dasebre so hwepa ensema ekoso so first na a leak the nyina so omunti ombuso mugina so ompeso omudi chief justice nedi say de nyame adom abamu mpanifo because sami demfia ne Facebook page or the petition ni nyina ko gu ho na o kire chief justice boni a wo so why de why ntina behia say ye bekom akwahwehwe nsema okeka no say nsem no sebi tosumu na enough grounds are yetimi di gina to the chief justice ediana maybe ya I think enrampo no obi dom me with the other two petitions ya omka so 3 petitioner chief justice are responding there are other 2 petitioner aba anipa num atro nsemfo bebre atia chief justice say yempa ho na enyi di na san nsem na o makeka no ede ya baako ebe wono nti o se CJ no oko na mesrew Dasebre minim se ebre ni suade but mpesa me ne amamfo
ya dibre nyina akra tena ha
you make trading me time
yen hwe nsema the other 2 petition na me kwaje ye no a me print ye no baako apart from the 3 we ye ba 3 because 3 ni kwa ye dika bobi zugrampo da baako e buy 28 March 2025 that is after 3 petition ni buy no and owura bi ye say your friend no Christopher Dagbui of Japan voter region the number wa ha the email address wa ha no kire say ono so apart from the 3 petition na ye fanyi CJ di no ono so won nsem a obepese ye de be yi CJ di na ono na asem o de koye no o say ono na dwen mu no per the constitution no article 125 I was say Ghana inya tribunal system eka yen court system no ho nti wo kwa say your district court na magistrate court a high court a peace court supreme court na constitution na che say o say nya tribunal court nso a ebedi nsem na say need for kwa the akoso constitution nim so omo beye tribunal system aboa manifesto mu enti aboa almost into no Christopher no ora Christopher no na dwen mu no ofi say I'm quoting from the petition by failing to establish these tribunals by the Chief Justice Tokono she has denied citizens their constitutional right to participate in the administration of justice as guaranteed by the article 1251 and 2 of the constitution in the name science no so CJ and set up tribunal system in our court system nintino enyina so a officer CJ up breaching the constitution and into Yampamu seat CJ till her failure to establish regional tribunals has created a vacuum till in the justice delivery system denying citizens access to justice and promoting justice Dabi o say Christopher no the entire Yampamu Chief Justice ne say obi nya asema onya court mfanko because tribunal system ni your court system nimti enti enyi CJD na se sebi o se we are buying and now say I'm not the investigative body in the entranche uko jina we sunti se Chief Justice
asma oka ojitumwa
na one here ubenya obi kaseti in fact the petition no ni nyina so nyina papa ego mu nyina no
tribunal
say by failing to establish the tribunal no amanfo enya asema o say create vacuum in the justice system until the asem kokota untimi enya mo papa your papa your bia anti yempa Chief Justice and Christopher ofri Japan on the petition eno nanchen the 5th petition apart from the 3 3 no so nipa no e dey akoma President Mahama no so afọ we ama the committee ni so munko hwe na yemfa nkopa Chief Justice and say ono so owura bi Stephen Alfred Kwabena Asiedu or they call 2nd April bosumi ya ewumi ya ye shase na or they call ye now say Chief Justice aye bone enunti yenyi Chief Justice edi na Chief Justice bone a waye ne say in the opinion or say the or say in any kind of Chief Justice or lack the ability to discharge her duties required of her as Chief Justice.
How?
Also her article 146 now. Yeah. Say or say nyoma with me gina so amere apamu CJ ne say 1 ebia or incompetent 2 why nyoma bia one misbehave and say ne conduct be and the last one say sebi be or yare and say ontimi enye na djuma na lack the ability to obey Chief Justice adjuma to ono no or say Chief Justice any sa obi be say ability na or the adjuma because 1 or say Chief Justice ekoye conference bi or Labadi hotel here wo emu baako na otufu no o ka kire registrars now registrar for no mo magistrate various magistrate courts ne say so omo e de omo rate omo samone amanfo aba court aya omo ma lawyers enhwem because I have made mistakes near day. Now, sa advice now the my no. HSE on tina juma say eninti yempa mu CJ no nkonkot na nchen. I say the CJ ended up creating incoherence and disharmony contrary to the theme she spoke on. That's a program no by instructing and warning the registrars not to issue out rates of litigants at the district court, but ask litigants to go for lawyers to issue the rates. So upasa udu obi court na upasa usi obi a compel lawyer no lawyer nhwe wo wasem na upasa odi mam o man mu no
enya tishwe papa no
say only bago until the word embarrassment
o tobo enti nam say sa afuto na odi koma litigants ne registrars no say am fa lawyers no anu hunti yempam yenyi onum na dwumanti yenyi na di
lack of knowledge
ebio or say Chief Justice the same as a Kwabena Siedu petition 2nd April.
No the here.
I don't want to say. Or the Alfred Kwabena Siedu.
Hey yada coming.
Or say CJ Emma or say CJ or make a request and there old petition ni krampo say anka say the Supreme Court adwuma na adults no ko be here about 5 more judges ama omaba beboa na say the sa request na okoye no itia Ghana mra no sun tinti no enam say sa de ninti yenyina so ne mfa yenyina di.
So I requesting for more judges.
Now, shall request in any case it didn't even happen because Senkeye no appointing said judges mra may do man impa na bit makasi bia but to say bia we panimu a woda bia no now we make a request say nipa na na adwuma so oye sa arrangement no because request is the president cry tie impa
me who request a recommendation no yeah you
but in any case so or ye mpa senka be go through the process parliament would have support about approval and I'm about can let it be what happen the Ghana Bar Association support to her in principle what is here or say a no sad no ye in suntino ye ni CJD and look am Professor Azar e koi ama ya determine pain but as whether you can try will be on another the same matter another committee and the lawyers in the better me lawyer and me nim ebio o say I took step to set aside my o say ono correct I see no am say yi na di wrongful dismissal na Chief Justice set a committee of disciplinary committee bi I said the disciplinary committee no e fine no say why from so na sa disciplinary committee no from so na omo maaye no hey see am because I say CJ set a disciplinary committee bi and the disciplinary committee established an allegation of abuse of power and malicious prosecution against ono sa Kwabena no na enam society ma ye na di na o say o take steps to set aside the wrongful removal as contained in Exhibit A or the evidence by and sought to file a judicial review application at the registry of the Human Rights High Court Accra, which processes was served on the CJ on or around December 4, 2023. To my shock and surprise, by the next morning, December 5th, I dare say she had leaked the letter to the media, and my removal became topical issue on all media, both print and electronic. And I'm saying, or say, or filing processes, ye inedi. This committee inedi. No filing processes. Judicial, no filing process. High Court say, and I'm say High Court. Ne rights ya tete and fa hu die so High Court nhwem na High Court nhwemu na no ohun ya ne se ne suit no apia bontina amanfo discuss enam say nti ogidi say Chief Justice na leaky sa suit no and the Chief Justice yenye dey yenyi Chief Justice said based on that or say now I intend to file yet another petition against Justice Amanda Juliana Akins about her handling of the case, because apparently osa the court and court esa bogui in the name of court abogu ni the Chief Justice ni mhubi. You see madam one say minim bonu kura ya office ya yiwadi and into ne Chief Justice na Judicial Service enya adwen wako court, human right court court na abogu. You have the right to also appeal. Anameboa. Wow, who use the processes so? Processes are use no exhaustive me. O say the media and I say I'm for 10 who asem kura post no ma ebe topic or media ni muninti ntino. Uji this CJ na man ni P nti enyi CJ edi. Etiefo ni ahwe. Mun show these are reasons nti a ye dey akọ court say and a Yakov committee say yempa mu see Chief Justice o. This is the 5th petition I account. And Nebio Oba the other petitioner Agyei na.
Yes, the first one
share. Why in your wager baku?
Then Chinese star.
No wager the Sikano yes say
no I know the first one. I feel about the train no.
No why a two? Why no. Shining Star anyway? No, me Shining Star. 2 no. Shining Star no kan wa ha. Ma kan happen. Baba just said 2 way no. The so-called new latest petition almost the new kids on the block.
I know indicted the Chief Justice so much say nunti yempamu Chief Justice. Enu new say baako or say Chief Justice come advice.
Anti we no committee no atena se agye atum say we enso.
President Mama refer to the committee so we omu kotena se no munwenwen ho.
We.
Aye. Say okoma advice. Say uye masutwini na pozo kwotwe manso akofa lawyer
no mo
na akofa koma magistrate registrar afenzo osenka yenya tribunals
no yenya na ono nko ani digi ya waba yenya tribunal
aketi vacuum wo judicial ope attention
say afutuo na ye kan no so no angasa wantie say afutuo on say nuti nya ara wa hu see e ka je say o dey accept court akwa
ya no cheche mu ma
o human rights accept no o kan ho a the same afutuo dey dey man na wa amfa na
where the other 3 petitions, you remember Sikasa a brand new idea. There's one Chinese star then ya campaign says Chinese star there no ura Agyei signing or say the same request to increase judges in one sem ya or say no am from so and I feel so or no one say Chinese star for ya or say none the Chief Justice make his request no yenya so emfampam no which it didn't happen anyway. She only made a request and I so and the second petition I no here na police ni no Yakubu no on the petition so on say nyina so na fanyi CJ no ono no or say Chief Justice etna case bi so na sa case no abra na Speaker Babin etna parliament ekire say nkofu bi a omukọ independent omu seat abeyekum no or say afenyo marking court based on article 2 for an interpretation of the chief speaker wo parliament no ho ensensem uka article 2 say the chief Supreme Court na also mutena so interpret your constitution no nti afenyo marking apply sa case no say the Supreme Court chechrim say the speaker here no kwa paso ana say nyekwa paso so o ka say MPs bi omukọ independent no sit na be vacant no o say sa case no na omukọ yiye mu hwehwe mu no omu ye an expert expert ni say o court wa bra wa inform speaker na nam sa nti no wa yemfom so enti yenyina di say ni one say expert is this the first time we be a court expert motion and application na enfum sompo say ubeko court akwaje apply for expert motion na anya enfum so enti so be a court and Article 2 say Supreme Court na also omo ye na say Chief Justice atena one ne other judges atena sa case no so a utimi be kire say sa de na waye no enfom so nti yempa mu Chief Justice uju ho wonte ase meanwhile unim say okay Article 127 2 te say oko parliament a ye say assembly a nipa no beka wo parliament no or immunity in the parliament kura no nsem bi o nipa no beka untumi kura fa ne court what you say proceeding is part of that immunity no even the executive the presidency so immunity so we are president now take decisions bi yanuma no bi na nya nipa kum anasa de bi ade owo na ya ba ofi power court mpo fa ne court of the decision actions bi awaye as president untumi fa ne court that same immunity no the Supreme Court and the courts and so will be in Article 1272. But the 127 say independence of the judiciary, and then the 1272 say neither the president. And in fact, 1271 say in the exercise of the judicial power of Ghana, the judiciary in both its judicial and administrative functions, including financial administration, is subject only to the Constitution and shall not be subject to the control or direction of any person or authority. And this way, the courts, young court, no, omi omajuma, obi biyanti min share omu, and share omu ni omu nye, and ni omu, omu that immunity, no. Yeah. The same 1272 or say neither the president nor parliament nor any person acting under the authority of the president or parliament nor any other person whatsoever shall interfere in judges or judicial officers or other person exercising judicial power in the exercise of their judicial functions, and all organs and agencies of the state shall accord to the court such assistance as the court may reasonably require to protect the independence, dignity, and effectiveness of the court, subject to this Constitution. 3. A justice of a superior court or any person exercising judicial power shall not be liable to any action or suit for any act or omission by him in the exercise of the judicial power. Till 1273 no, and to say judge be etna case be home. Na say or exercising the judicial power. Sani pano untimi mfane nko court. Untimi enya ne bone enteki kwesa action bia against that person. And say o chief justice o or judge o say or exercising the function. So on nya adwene a the same court processes obetima dey are appeal the same court processes. But say nipa no take a decision in this case the final marking case expert here or court case no exercising the judicial power. In any case unim say speaker through the lawyer Tadia sorry echo court echo challenge the Supreme Court decision any CJ or decision no okay they appealed to the same Supreme Court amotena so enti case a omo akọ court no mo ne omo nya adwen normal the same speaker akọ challenging the action of the court. I was Supreme Court then I would ehun from so ekobo CJ say no zunti yenyina so nyemfa mpamu Chief Justice because wanye na dwuma na say na dwuma oye no Anthony when or Article 1273 to protect her so oye ne action they obey taking decision bia no you may disagree, there are processes to remedy that, but untimi sanction and say punish no say wako tena case expert ho ab make decision ti yenko yinadi Article 1273
semo
ebio yenim say attorney general Supreme Court Parliament through their lawyer Tadia sorry echo court to challenge the processes in the end the chikra no omu against them. They had opportunity to also challenge it again and they omo near chrebio ana he say abeye emra eda ho na utumi gina no so hu say enu hu so nti yempa mu Chief Justice edi the same police officer yi o say Chief Justice said, and I'm saying, and some trouble for a report too. The case be now on a court AD or court. Emma, and yet Chief Justice in Kuampo, the other justices are not case in so etiatia or no police in no more and say, I don't know, all shout it or court. Now, Mishams,
so I was shout to court yet. I know you.
Now, you can crunch it. Okay,
election petition. 2013. And I do good video. Say you mean Agyei.
Yes. It is a court now say for whatever reasons. Court in Tiawa and who's in the Chief Justice said. Now in this case, Crampo no near who moon say can crunch it. And the case be crack or court on a President Mama, not President Mama, and qualified to contest the election. Then court. Omotiatiano Crampo say Uncle Pet a lawyer a penny be known fear the crowd one. But I think Poto say on withdraw the case no. Now until can Quanchaco file say ye panel no. And yet meanwhile who a bio police near Yakubia or say Satiana Yetiano or call court so or court proceedings no. Any court proceedings ni mu. Atiatiano Nenam say any court proceedings in Mintino. Chief Justice and ama ya temper with evidence against her into Yenedi.
Person
Niantiani yo. Nianti almost say Yenina so na Yenina say am passe. Someone dream pa Nanya Bonea and they say Obina Boni Timu Posto Pamu Chief Justice. Does it make sense? Say who court proceedings no. Now ukoye enim into who see any Chief Justice na me yi sa ye na any court proceedings ni mu into chief. How do you even prove that? So no na my but how do you even prove that? Na near the last petition, the third one now abe contentious kakra the one by Daniel Ofori no. Na Daniel Ofori no kra ampo no enye sikasem no kwa. In fact, ono de ono kra no or allege say CJ etu kwan one na busia ne yire nikunu ene ne ba na omutu kwan
na say mami
ba ne baba ko de dem no
so nikunu ko ba ko no ne ba no ko ba ti omo mi ensan kwa mum
dabi nti omo no osikwa omu kwanjuro mu tu ye no aban ebo ka because they say omutua per diem no mutua ticket emma ne mano ne busia no but you see okay petition na at a point you see the Chief Justice, the third arm of government, they are entitled to holidays. As to whether holidays are private or an official, me I don't know. What you say?
Yeah.
Maybe committee in a bit but so shemupa holidays no is part of their entitlement. So for me, to some extent, I official because what kind of policy or say the CJ qualify for unlimited travel expenses, unlimited. Now does it make sense that Chief Justice Betima to climb beer or pay once a official? I unlimited. Do what we crack back and then or some with my sanko bill or sanko be unlimited. You can define it. But also buying you and who can you now? Now, me the army do mammy hamika cran say. O say Chief Justice o tu kwan no aban tu an per diem bi kakra ma ne nti wayam fum so but per diem no Chief Justice no na tu ama ne ho say no no the judicial service no accountant ho anamba financial treasurer say finance the person in charge of finance ho and the sani pa no tu assess scam sabi wa bodam
say emra kwan
administrative head wo go through those processes
emra makwan
no akote
and no quarter says can the man Chief Justice say no na busu and fanko holidays ana it doesn't make sense. In any case, at least there are three arms of government. Mebwa here were executive president in the down
legislature
now president otukwa neire ene nemba na say president mama otukwa na nemba can who not the President Agyei to me. President Agyei say aban sika. Is he entitled to it?
So nam.
Okay. In fact, President wife's cry put there. Office cry, you finance omu, etwa pay diam. Omu tu kwan a, delegation de ko. Ye tua pay diam ma omu. Second lady, ye ntu aba ma omu. Anambwa. Vice President. Ne to aba. Yire num no wana omu nkunu num no. Ti ntu aba ma omu. Delegation tu kwan aba ntua pay diam ma omu. And if another one arm of government, nye de oda no numpo, nye the president or the vice president no. Yire num. Any delegation to kwanya you to pay the amount.
Another arm
of government na ono penyu to kwana na idea you to pay. You see, you can disagree with the policy say me ntua obia yentwani nyina mu. What is
Bagbin sorry I was Dubai ko sad no yare.
Oh, Bagbin.
E ka be na Ghana ye moye.
Na Bagbin speaker. Ene na yire. Omu to kwanya aban emo ka. You can disagree with the policy, but in fact, I know for a fact that ministers of state nempo be more muko. No, we don't to quite call London Quabruchri all the time. And I buy nature moka. Am I a bomb hoka? What you say? There are some CEOs, state agencies be on ma. As part of Omu policy, Omu are CEOs. Omu yenum no mama. They are entitled to some benefits. Omu tu kwan health policy ni no be a cover omu. Hwe abra akatua no ayi bi wa ha say. Akatua sem ebeye problem wo Ghana ha. Obekaya when President Akufo-Addo say let's formalize the payment of sika edema former president. Yere nomine president, yere nomine second former vice president, yere nomine no. President Mahama or issue statement be on 2021 explaining first lady salary. John Mohammed disagree. No, or checho him ninti or no fee say anka and to say tuomuka per se. What do I say? But ye more allowance be na TBB or kind. I'm quoting President Mahama in his second paragraph. Or say under various administrations considering their sensitive positions, there had to be a consideration of how to support the spouses of the president and vice president in fulfilling the roles that our modern democracies expect them to play, such as empowering the women, girl child education, reproductive health, teenage or can same baby. Or person or say first ladies and then second ladies no. Ebe here say or as on mine no. The practice thus far has been that some expenses of the spouses of the president and vice president in carrying out their expected roles are funded by the office of the president. This includes fueling of vehicles, security, clerical staff, stationery, hosting of local and foreign guests, and all such expenditures. Ono President Mahama say in the past over the years no sane no say enya president ne omo vice president no omo yire no omo no ye mo fuel omo cars omo security omo stationery omo foreign guests obi be sra omo kra ne ade o enti another arm of government na ni kunumpo so obi be sra na oman no fa ho ka na ye de na we de enye say obi na be sra na ye fa ho kampo o tu kwan holidays are you entitled to? Na nikunu na ndiko all holidays nko ne wan enko
holiday no kwa kwede ono nko anko she baby mobo ana nko ntana office management what you say enti no ye be how it will go you say o tu kwan no per dia bia de ma no wa mfa sika na ye de e de kai wa mfa ma. It's been established say entro says what buy.
In fact, oba the 2 days time oba office not ni na ba or dey evidence I dey attach to ediako enti ye behwe say let's say the finance department or judicial service enti so oboa
documents
the
don't
committee will be should be subpoenaed. Or he or she, the finance or you know, whether I'm passing you know or the impress no, buy and answer one fine one farmer. After you say, I don't know that question. Case no, or more accuse CJ say the judiciary no SNA bad signal. So mutana that question case no so now omo Emma some of the portions be of the case no it was bizarre omo na entwasum enti they were expecting say anka a different beye bibi foforo and a copy bibi foforo nto no omo enya adwene you see that question case no let me read article 1273 no
yeah
you can disagree with the judgment or ruling or the judiciary handle case no if you disagree there are processes to cure it to the same judicial process what I say but the actions of the judge is covered by Article 1273 that you cannot punish the judge say bia even bia or exercising the judgment no crime be cry or kwache ye bonimpo what I say or immunity say the president want immunity now call speaker na MPs no so omo can be no no be omo war parliament omo so immunity no the same thing at the third arm judiciary so omo immunity enti untimi nkase bia bibia koso ana no bia koso wa oni na anya adwinti yem punish chief justice say why money ebio o say o transfer cases bi na on tiase between ono Daniel Ofori no as a petitioner no any Ecobank case bi na judges bi or transfer omo no ono petitioner no chief justice ayabone first and foremost the administrative function of the judiciary no chief justice there
here no be
on the best of transfer A or B or C any ade to once you make no bit me court or see be judge kokakra ne ti unya me fe na pampam na obi na pampam pa de o di case of fever obi na pampam
enti obi na pampam pa so mo frɛ no
godon enti so who raise that issue sana
don't answer Obama home
who raise that issue the chief justice will have to on na what to me say obe transfer based on say asema kan e unya sana say ni nyina so na jumba ne say obeye na sa case ni krampo na o kan krampo no chief justice abecheche mu say the justice are not take case no so no strangely ni kunu ne ba yare wa brochire na obe sre say obe sre say chief justice man kwan no timatu kwan akohwe ne yere ne kunu ene ne ba enti yakoba asa no chief justice kase da bi me ma wonko na case no wie ansa na wa wie enti enya wonko a ono kwa ne case mpo ojeje other cases na ma me ehwe nyina ode ma other judges some ko aye part of the juma judicial function or yeah what I say you can disagree there are processes to cure that if so the judge or the command no only nya adwene you can apply for the judge to also the second charge another judge as na command to be changed but ultimately punish the chief justice so I bonnet
nti nipa na be sere kwan say o kwan no
am say judge no kwan up to now say kwan wa be sere kwan kura from judicial service onye judge mpo bio because of personal issues bia owo ewo yare afan mu ekwan mu nsunti o say enam sa anti chief justice ay bonnet nti yempam no ba kokura mpo a omde ba om say ofosu giabo bi lawyer bi ye gene license na chief justice anhwa ma ya reinstating in license in chief justice ayabon first and foremost sa fosu giabo yi kura mpo no license tama ye gene license na nya chief justice na no ma yes chief justice ta at the time ye gene license no it's been established na ma ye chief justice but the general legal counsel no omu was to mean say omu yes adwuma omu ye ni nyina ne Ghana Bar Association na asa ye kasa yi sa nipa ikura na mate say ye the license aye dey amana one at the time ye revoke ni license no na nya chief justice na wo obaye as head of the General Legal Council Omahwe I restore. Of course there were challenges with Ghana Bar Association omo ye restoration in a delay kakra. But it's been restored. If Fosuja boy feel say the rights have been abused and now say ya fana mfa mra kwan so a why a lawyer on kwan obefa so or the befa akoje mfen say I sue the Judicial Council and I say Chief Justice akoje mpata anameboa because the rights officer the land is not Agyei no entasumu and I say enya de papa onim kwan obefa so obetimi restore. In fact it's been restored anyway. Now when to nyina so antia yetimi gina so de pamu Chief Justice ana enti Dasebre so wotena se na wo hwe we mu nyina ne nsema mabbo so yi a emu dian pa na wo nyina so a enu nti o se ye fa nkopa mu na onim omunya ya omso na se Charlotte osen so ye pamon
na Charlotte say issue any sad CJD enya de kro
in fact
difference question way and I'm who say your colleagues journalists for no make some mistake no Charlotte one throw ankoma president I accuse ni two colleagues no
Charlotte say and I'm making Charlotte say road to Yoko
yes
so the one am confirm asem bae
ono troko Yoko say
Amadu Sule
ono two deputies no
and George na
Popo Amankwa and Amadu Sule aye bone enti bone o ma ya no say Amadu Sule kura de wakoji 5 million from political parties we are one farmer finance department wadi and I would Popo Amankwa so akodi welfare ska enti Yoko nhwe omumu na yam prosecute om and omo so ba bonte be ka say da bi onu mom na aye bone onu mom na enam onu ade ne peso ako ma contract be amfa the finance department of the Electoral Commission enti onu mom na aye bone yenye ne mu nhwehwem in fact unim omo kuntokwa ma edu baabi no kwesi prat wa wadamfo kura be ka say no ebe ya omo nyina nkotena nchen ya ba be kan statement what happen last 2 weeks kwesi prat so no na obi anim say kwesi prat nyo obi a sabi o MPP edana koma so anka nyo bi sa koso a obe support to say MPP for nye dey nyina so ma Electoral Commission for mpanifo anomo at the time enkotena nchen but ono tie nsema na ekoso ne nyoma na ekoso no omo nyina nkotena nchen nya kwesi prat nko na kasai in fact the Peace Council at the time so Babontin be ka say no Charlotte say any two deputies no omo nkotena nchen na nyoma ekoso no in fact ma men kan kakra the chairperson of the National Peace Council Reverend Professor Emmanuel Asante is calling on all the commissioners at the Electoral Commission led by Charlotte Osei to resign till the reason for this call he stated is to ensure a thorough investigation into the allegations they have leveled against each other without interference. Till now at the time no na Charlotte Osei I accuse the other two deputies of incompetence, doubtful political neutrality, and breaches of contracts and Public Procurement Act. On Charlotte Osei accuse them say my breach Public Procurement Act into Yoko and punish them. And I judge Popo Amankwa and so say Debbie. Ono Charlotte Osei mom na breach Public Procurement Act. Don't mom na yam pamono. So based on this, in a Peace Council, Penimo that's when they could see same program. Kasa no say no. Say no more kasa time. Don't quite nanchen. In fact, na Peace Council at the time, wow, him other civil society organizations, IDEC, openly akwete. On soon so be no be on MPP 14 years at the time, and after the Guvado Tiwa, Obeka say, Obeka Biama MPP. Or also any other civil society organizations about Montin Beka say no. Charlotte Osei and the two feuding deputies should resign. because at the time you man na cost to this at the Akwete IDEC me kotu assembly or kind or say the deputy chair operations or say the EC requires a unified leadership and internal harmony to perform their functions effectively and professionally, but the risk of failure is high with this current impasse happening at the EC.
Boss no deputies me no kwa.
And to kwa no mo.
Adwuma no
metna. In fact, Charlotte say accuse Madam Fusule, the late say the deputy chair operations collected above 6 million Ghana cedis in cash from a political party for the organization of party primaries without recourse to the structures of the commission. Charlotte say, Madam Charlotte say, and I accuse Sule. So I call it 6 million Ghana cedis of a political party before. In any political party, our mooding. Omo or say scan okwaji no or say without the involvement of the finance department of the commission nti yempanichi Ura Amadu Sule owi oyi no ebio or say under the supervision of the deputy chair administration Madam Opokwa Mankwa, staff in the finance department have flouted many financial regulations, amended bank mandates, I said and made many unauthorized payments beyond their approval levels and without the knowledge of Madam Charlotte say. I said under Opokwa Mankwano, my bonnet finance department of the finance of the EC, and the mamino, I have bonia or my unauthorized payments. I breaching procurement breaches no and into yampamono. Now share the reasons in Suntia Yadipamo Madam Charlotte say it was not on procurement breaches alone. Yes, she breached the procurement breaches but okay in the state of the Bible no CTO. The committee set up by President Akufo-Addo recommended their removal on the basis of stated misbehavior and incompetence. Stated misbehavior and incompetence pursuant of Article 1461. It was not procurement breach now. Luckily, the procurement breaches no aspect of the committee report nibi. Na share breaches na omudi etia Madam Charlotte say the pamon na Dasebre share the committee report no on the breaches no kwa na omudi nya etia Madam Charlotte say no. In fact, in the second paragraph of the page 52 of the report, almost say, in all, the Chief Justice made a prima facie case against the chairperson on 6 of the allegations contained in the said petition.
6.
What did I say?
Yeah.
And 6 of the allegations that you make it here. Charlotte say no. Emu say. Na how including procurement breaches. Now, a branding ho, I say me for time no can say 2 months, not 30. Abo. Now, who share breaches now? Ebia, the committee on allegation 5, the committee almost say there is evidence on record that before the 2016 general elections, the Electoral Commission secured donor support from US aid to the Ministry of Finance. The support was for the sum of $2.5 million with the Electoral Commission, and it was to apply to improve the ICT environment of the commission. In a bid to procure the services of the contractor for the said project, 3 quotations were received from the consideration of the commission. Indeed, according to the chairperson, she personally recommended Dream Mobile Limited, which was a group from the Agyei University. Omunenya contract no. And omuko to various amounts. or say the evidence on record is that both contracts awarded to the Dreamover were not evaluated by the tender evaluation panel entity tender committee and the tender review panel of the Electoral Commission. The commission also failed to obtain approval of the Public Procurement Authority for the restricted tendering method used, out of which the service Dreamover was procured. Now him say I was say omunya approval from procurement omanye. Now we share allegation that Madam Charlotte say make it here opokwa mankwana any easy finance department now. Now it was obvious say she wasn't going to work with them. It took a report now say she personally wrote to the company from the committee no established we one farm finance department hokura because no fees or mu di money or
no for much
na company order it na ka be CJ o no anka say e ma contract wabra on go to the finance department better now a contract worth over $2 million
na fa mpchire
na ma contract here bibia obra go to the tender processes and procurement now breach the arrangement like this.
Now the CJ.
Now the CJ. In any case, the Chief Justice, the head of the third arm of government, cannot be equated to a head of another independent body like Electoral Commission. It cannot. Privileges, way of appointment, and BBA are totally different. But you appointed a Electoral Commissioner or converting in Parliament.
Electoral Commissioner,
you appointed CJ on converting. Why? There's a big difference.
Yeah.
Because of accountability. Any people's support. And you kofa obia ono ankasa control letters. Come on. Yoko.
Etiani
deputies. Na owie no only deputies na enya djuma. Come on contracts. Not one, not two, not three. When we said the logo, no krana. Almost sign here. It's our contract. No. On one or the command. Committee no.
I saw it. I loved it. I
yes.
Can say who actually Ghana for.
What I say? I know. More report no the audit report committee na a setting na remove no. Some portions indicting her of having failed. Even Santana, you said Crampona, you said were agents. I was a go through some procurement processes. Madam Charlotte say any so.
Until
there's a big difference.
Very good. I say, I was for and a brother Cassino, Emma Peter Mani Church, CJ. Quite on possible faso. Na omo pamano bebe ede omo messages saba. Patrick Bredu or no the Nidiaba Patrick Edwas Papa Edwas Asar Sedu charity free fa Bafo we are erudite fisherman and also at the Nidia Abba a teacher early child and so dear Ewa Obi na modie Ruben Filai Yansa Akamodiano Bright Ofosu and so Yansaka Kwame Foster yesa aka mon kra mode abre no na yede ebeye adwuma obi de na ni abre no bi sase Ghana for ye pe free SHS anasa ye pe sanitary pad nti emienu ye na pe ti ye hwe afa ye huri nko NPP ensem so kakra ebize ye ntumi entena sensori a nya ekoso ewo ho no nsoso no yehwe na yemobo hu ne ehunu bia potia yede asem no efa MPP ensun sensem ne se yede ye ni edi atwiri kakra na yehunu sede eho ensem no esitie well MPP at committee amma ko ye mu nsem nhwehwemu omde ho nsem aba so at another committee so enko hwem na fi say constitution say wo mo amenda wo mo amend ne kekan koka Yahweh no. MPP.
Committee na emergency proposals. Oh, me, I feel say a call in the right direction. And I feel say kind letter na General Secretary Diabana. Me feel say timeline no more na Iswa. And unim despite the fact say or can't say the recognized groups na a war party no the big mistake as a party ye free ni say a grassroots for no and ye start free enti odi kama grassroots for no so chance for a bia proposals be any sa no na omo pe
na you can't grassroots na
send your address so omune party no the ordinary people na wo party no mu a the ye kan executive body no omo nka ho but say ne edru abato a omo na rally omo so omo nkoto aba no what you say
na say koka say you can't grassroots ya vanze ko the police station
yes
you youth wing go
yes
your women wings your we so many na grassroots for no and omo so can identifiable groups no
yes identifiable groups America say your leadership a war even from the polling station a gap da omone nkofo no omone omo ye adwuma
okay
enti fa ne say ebia wo de ma use constituency level ebia ba ebia me wo ododo constituency a lot of the grassroots for na wo party members no don't even know party meeting days and normal ekoso e was our party no what you saying the only time they get close and the office get close to them is when elections eba ye here almost that time near ben omo enti say utumi ma sankrofo no say okay momo email address ni enko ho na afika ho no obi en sami up no famra because utie a lot of them and I will be to say me reforms say positions bia a war party should be contested for
and very good
position bia not baby to say research any director of elections enye ebia academia even though say elections no and unim say academians
qualification no one say na contest no so what's her
academian we yes nipa say wo hu say o person ko finance and say ya say what's her finance background o person o ko organizer so what these qualities as an organizer because attitude way of doing organization near the brofu Peter brofu way mobilization sadly no it is dead and gone what you say uba who organize all lead party no na pictures you be post on social media you know on ejinem as an organizer no who na the enabler who na ubo ankofo na no sa wo ye na ebusa say nti organizer wen na e ka so wo ho ye aduma but time bia as organizer hwe memo example hwe thank you to aye koyi na nabi ni hwan so no organizer usha artwork no on a first person what artwork ni so on a first person what are you projecting for? What is the purpose of projecting yourself? Who ye executive ma omo a ye push your money image na ye push your no it should go intimate director social media all the various positions even deputies every position should be contested for by defining position with certain specializations.
I know Obibaka say you but case be say position be a contested for
yes
any partner wo mo ayi wo mutisi wo person mo contest no sa qualities ya na sa qualification ya wo kan o mu ni bi nso e ye be ndem
say ene be ma school ko any upgrade in abemu me positions be wo ho onye former member of parliament da and say unya wo ye party no mu what you say on call parliament da because ebeboa ama even electing or selecting people, researching and finding nkrofo a suit to MPs. I be ko parliament na beboa.
Na ana sa case ya okay. Eno keye pa. Na woni a o me aye former members of parliament obi anyi ni ti so be contest ya. Hono so be dey.
Oh ebeba. Say no party no so tumi ko e ko ka say ye nominate you ye feel so wo qualities in it bra.
What is nominate you? Now nominate no so me.
Oh when dey wo ho on beba.
Okay.
But ye moving away from
appointment.
Okay. And kwhwe uko WhatsApp groups ma obi aye at work. Everybody thinks the position no e wo ho nti obetumi a contest. Oka se ne on be presentation wo position or contest na on ti position na sipo. Youth organizer wa said ye anything adwuma be na ese oye. Women organizer wa said ye anything adwuma be na oye. Organizer you are so to me di omu nyina abomu na unify momu no bia defined niche na so nipa ko de ba board no obia de ba now di omu nyina abomu now drive you omu die na wohia yen define positions ni yi niema onipa ko no enne I feel say even party no event management say eye obi adwuma say eye department eye obi adwuma because let the organizer focus on organizing the party in this anoma. Now the person handling events branding no on managing the branding of the party. What you see? Yes. Social media no aye say ye course away now a lot of riffraffs now ye more position no mu bio ma no kasa and then communication should be key. Every part of position, yemfa communication, any communication skills nka ho, so that it will enforce. Ebe bo ankofa mama kusua communication, PR ne sa anoma. A difference say wo position no, and a difference say wo kasa. Sometimes yem penifo na party, wo mu bi o ma no so mo kasa, unu hu kra so o ma position no.
Yeah, be the chairman but
yes.
Ke kansem huna obi a national first vice chairman. Asema wo kan Sebe nyanse baako kure nim.
No ye elections emanko for specially communicators no any social media handlers no ye ni ehu omo a you are able to give them the required and work with them as a team. Inti pacho me die no. Eh what friend o o se friend o.
Asme friend no.
I got you
na o friend me na me so me kasa.
Onya
na ye
na on va dire asem dia.
Me dey kan o me pese chine be kasa ma pampo ma fa. Me dey me kan mo na mo se mo kasa.
Dasebre. Ebreninti. Hwe unim. The MPP is going through reorganization process. Now, no credit so say this is not the first time a party yes, you can talk about the magnitude of the defeat, but this is not the first time a party I do pempenso bia omoye reorganize omalusu abatwa omoye reorganization be to say. In fact, MPP lose 2008. Omoye similar exercise and my trade fair omkoye amendment be esa nti they've been here before. And enye omunko ani political party asem kese bi say ato omun so my search reorganization exercise. In fact 2016 NDC so elusu kese sa no they went through a similar reorganization exercise. At the end of the day cool has prevailed. What I said. In fact, so we share NDC omu committee report no kra na ora kwesi botwe ye na so they faced serious challenges to the extent say at some places or say the youth prevented the team from meeting party people. Committee no.
There's a before that's so.
I said the committee faced a number of challenges, including some youth preventing the team from meeting them, and almost like Eastern region, other places. What I say?
Yeah.
But no Tiasama Professor Kwesi Botwe, they now all presented a 55-page report or catch the NDC. Or say the mood of anger and disappointment among some party members and some leaders was understandable, and it was important for elders and eminent people to go round to suit people. SOOTH. Montessori.
So
yes. And calm tempers to restore an environment of trust and unity in the party, so as to create the foundation for the party's restructuring. What I said, this was Kwesi Botwe, the late. The advice or the man, and Johnson said, Agyei no report no, a dan I say, the party ni baby beer also mo ye, no my day, a calmness ne a yai abba omo. This is the time for cool heads to prevail in MPP. The NDC never shared omo findings with the media and the party people, but key people be omo, especially the candidates, especially the party executives, and some people within the national. Former president must be given a copy. What I say, campaign for no, an aspect relating to them, no, they must be made aware. No going forward, no, omo repeating mistakes be omo ye. As to the cause of the defeat there, Masa, ye be candidate Dr. Baumia, won't mean whom frame. Now the party ni call ekunanim, and we take a decision 1 or 2 beer ekobani say, until who need the number 1 person na yebede, boss because we need the candidate. Can we need buyer? Can we now beje? Yes, until no, okay, but any on the party structures. What they say, the executives no. Both region, national, and even constituent to some extent, because in some places, constituency executives need to call more. What I say? Also to me, you are home free. No man, no man for guests.
Oh, I didn't see the party in your coupon. Guess the party.
Man for guests.
I feel about
how much of a man now? Of course, we have power. And if I what I say? Ebio. The government and former President Akufo-Addo won't mean in whom frame. The policies name maybe a idea but no more than. But no man can be a no more cause Japan DDP banking sector no maybe a cocoa so an
because a bus on handle economy media perfect.
Me say
perfect. But party no.
Yes.
And the marketing
say Nanado was loyal, and we were so his loyalty is the reason we are where we are today.
So the ben here so no so beje from so atum or some part, but at the end of the day, no. Echem ni aka wani mu na yede and a doors. I was set party so they could to 2 NDC for at the time. This is the time for them to meet. Nabuphone disappointment album. This is not the time to share OBBN or acquire internal review of why they lose an election.
Recommendation never. I don't know what
you say. Share party for no constituency. There's some now catch on. You know, to recommendation now back from a honor and now person who go to the channel.
I don't hear.
The party can make it available to constituency, no? Namun conquer. Yeah. Now, but this phone I was be at Kevin and Conquer. I could see saying,
for so many was some coaching, some Korean film.
Ebio, who share the arrangement process here on my base, say, committee, Agyei suggestion. Cook, I say, a grassroots, no, you open up no more far more suggestion near Imra. The grassroots and now Bungurugu yo and now what police in area. You can write changes be opposite to the committee, and I'm sure the committee come the better one about processes to submit.
On my email address.
Fantastic. Junior, what me cry to me macra with my small business patch or Jenna send the mom and mammy. What I say? Nina processes to cure mischief be a problem be a or more encounter going to the 2024 elections. But it doesn't mean say be a course be an yet in 2 year changes are Niabwa Pempo a channel now me for example say me Dasebre I don't support the idea say my party ni be anko toaba
Oh, the party ni bia no de be din kakra. But almost expanded Electoral College, you know.
I agree. For example, to say bia obi a oye former constituency executive and a former MP, to say bia chairman sabo many experience ni na e wo menhia Swami. Na ye koto aba party ni constitution capture no be bia otimi to aba say onye patron na say obi anselect say o me yeah. The constitution can be amended so that somebody like former MP, former DC, former occupy position be of influence.
That one I agree.
Former constituency chairman, former constituency executive, former constituency executive.
Yes. They must be part of the processes to select and be part of meetings. No be a cost of constituency or no regional and national. So the no say a Burma me no mo ya adwene. Oh. Ebio in any case the database crampo o fa no wen
no
unum say NDC omu lusu 20 sa no it was part of the problem omu ya so omu register party ni bia no person party ni bia eto aba dom so me biometric registration na problems omu nyaaya no any how a bam afedu we come say infiltrators and it's before be shame nti omu in then could see saying I'm not saying say MPP is the same as NDC but Oman Africa any wiase nyina ehfa na party ni bia eto aba countries omo yes and data analysis database etisen yo man ma u busan before class some support subscribe do say cry omo
eno ye topic for another day because they say ye this come out be so omonye registration e party no eno sika no ye hunu adwuma no so ma anye
wow it's threshold you see these are all problems the cure is not say obia nkonko to aba and the cost involved is the opposition the cost involved in organizing a national election and yes I'm kitu because so cause party ni bia nkonto on because omu nyina mechia o baby you better know boy bia
to no constituency crebe din
na format na akatu akura say aye din amam for na and we should be careful ebio mate say top bottom approach if musa can elect flag bearer this is the first time I'm at side okay Jake
yeah Jacob Williamti
Obeka say oh you elect flag bearer I'm say hey people fought it those who are mentioning it today say oh it was to protect the Kufuor na a bad idea and now almost mate say emphasis also but in any case I still even don't think say you do some pempenso no because if you are not careful can elect presidential candidate why elect na you to no chere me the chairman we and no crowd division problem dey and so MPP ahwe ase and no nche say bibia agu they must hasten slowly yen take your time we shouldn't rush and you could take the decision bia one hwe na actually asakofa o half for asaba ama asabe create another problem skura bebre foforo afi appointment you see kokaka bibi me na ya adwen me feel say a lot of positions be on ma or say to so aba even communication
director of communication
yes name no man say be qualification to contest
you define it
any say
this qualification
media communicate because you who say communicators say don't about who communication background bebre no am wa party no because media management kra na nye
human relations
enye who you communicate no
okay media no collaborate
on to me because media house be kra konya unim
obi betra me first time ba be me first time amaba can you imagine that
time until you can say or say no those positions no yama budget their budget must be approved by National Council. What I say? Here, no any budget. Or better move around, cry, call, can baby, so these are the things that we must look at it. Now, say the delegate system. Look, Dasebre, no crana young country. The delegate system to select constituency executives, to even national executives, it is not that a big problem. Say. Yakoto about national executive about where we ma ebi say ntokwa ba ya che TV ya che even the presidential and see na presidential na me obi say madam for lawyer bi or a delegate lawyer Kiyamwa now no delegate ahin na obotum dia ma no or presidential would be influence no na say that's the who your delegate 500 and 200 na bit my influence more to abamo. The problem has been the MPs.
Yes, how na problem no
mo che TV a bit check MPP nko a check fridge ninu manoma bebre
cha bobo ya.
Yes, in the how na be e be hu bibi to increase the number to a certain number be a untimi influence ya. That's fine. So but even the constituency election omo to aba no ahia na betima tua to influence obi 100 200 so na party go ba say party nso be say obekita for party election bia mo bi go tua bibia e no say wa hwe ya obi ba ko cheche ko tua
obetua wo party no tua ono nso be say tua no de agiko
enti I think say o say nya botre
okay
what do I say
all right
achia enso emu and a constitutional provisions ni bi wo so say san hwe ni bi o me nya kwan ye share committee me rezi omo say o kai constitution na omo kire say ye to abawia elect executives na or say ya appoint ni omo deputies any some positions
into the winning no and o appoint ni deputy akofa na dan
na obi ntina baabi na onim na ni ehun ni say
akofa na dan for abetra wala.
You see the reason behind that clause no our constitution ni mu no any say bia yakoto aba na ya elect e bia member nko a ebenya se benya oba abeka nti e bia deputies no na ya consider a man be to occupy deputy be a secretary, deputy organizer, deputy youth organizer, deputy secretary no manoma.
So that the function constitution we say ko yi secretary send the deputy e bia yo oba si yi deputy secretary oba send deputy e be ma and I'm to say
but even the selection, yes, even the selection process no and e bio to say bia we Ashanti region ya elect executives na bi executive elect o munyina free we bia Asante Achim areas ebenya say ebenya obi from Kwabre obi free Adanse because Adanse for so you contribute about 6-7 constituencies for Mena New Bibia say Obuasi East Obuasi West Akrofom so
na fi ya man se for so
abeka ho enti sika bia se bia chairman free bia Obuasi Adanse area na enya obi from Kwabre as e bia maybe secretary ana se be ya omuhia
bi fra hafo aba
it can be factored
but I know me feel say eno no more one mentorship any leadership programs say party ni ye empower anko forma afi wo hu say okay yenim say constituency bia e de nkrofo ko so you build capacity na elections time ni be do no omo ho ye kon sa no so the outcome first one will come to fight us the cost of running elections but say who build leadership and empowerment we no kwa wo constituency wo bon say asemasi wa ready so ko no mu nyina mo beta na chi
okay
but obi wo ho a wo bon so opese okọ but wo constituency ni hwa wo ni weta ye ta wa chi a ebe boaye
okay aka your time in 4 minutes we ya po ye say
ya mtakweku de ono ye na ye body
we anti aka 4 minutes ye mfa
yes so enti cool heads this is not the time to wow baby afakoma committee no omu wi there will be national delegate conference
yes
okoha de opebia ni wo akoma so bia botima kwakwa kire wadwen any ade but medim masem ba wi ye kura no me de ofa boache ja ko de mpenasem pa na emi yapa mpenasem those is not call mine no asem be my party right or wrong no ta kapa so na mpesa MPP ni bia ehu no te ase ne se Okushia Tescom for UPSA on the July 18, 2021. Na futu bi o de ma omo makanya kan am se ni nyai kinda amamfo betie now I say I would rather belong to MPP and be ill treated boache jakun, that's the headline. Anybody can search for it ebeba Tio, I'm quoting him. I say boache jakun serving this party, I can tell you it's not an easy task. It involves a lot of difficulties because you are working with humans with various interests. Tienio, was a party way. The more you my ding. Go nipa na yeduma. This was the time. Yes, this was the time. And ya in a dia ya, and I said, what resigning? What she started energy ministry. For me, it was wrongful dismissal. We had the issues after man semester here. The party and so she a party for school for who told the mom. Now he's been treated badly. And now who send the contribution to the party class. I know from 94. Now, no monetary contribution to the party. Who told the mom no? Tie me didn't not some baby crown. Or say, regardless of the challenges, I would rather belong to this party and be ill-treated or maltreated than join any other organization out there calling itself a political party. So when I go on Boiling Point on Oman FM, I greet party people and I say my party is right or wrong. I stand by it. When I say this, it doesn't mean your party will not wrong you. For MPP, they will wrong you, but it is your party, and I urge you that anytime your party wrongs you, have it as your mantra that your party right or wrong, I stand by it.
Thank you very much.
This is Boachi Chamatin Ejaku.
Until we have we are about Jaku. Cook how we can and I feel
Mestre say omu use Tescon. Instead of building Tescon, omu use Tescon as a test platform for executive positions. Omu nyai. Okay. And as I see amubetia. Say Kumase mayor say MPP nti and a market no. To me see because of more donations. But Mr. Nama or money and said donations no mukwe ni nyana regional minister no ho. Ena so our plans bia baby edru no ese one omo mu digwa wo ho no. Market na she several times ye mo mu baby antna yo. Enti so pese uye adwuma wo ho a propose say mun kotena ha for the meantime mu kotena ha mu betua say ni say go sit time ye be ye adwuma wo ba men ye politics with this hwe wo betu Kumasi o wo be na Kumasi to and the last one Miss Repa Brian Miss Rew Brian Champo donation na wo pese o ye market
no so be sino
ye the radius say Kumasi me abeka say o majuma so musi Fesi regional party headquarters Kesie ewo Kumasi Otramode no montena ho ye nya efie enko ye ma obi a efie ye nya baby ntena
okay
we won't cry more than the breathed again.
Okay.
And as he says, you say announcements at the market center. No, see location here.
Party headquarters.
Party headquarters.
Okay.
Into a donation beer, welfare, any activities. No, Fabra. He says so the other bar. Ucha check na no my date ni details ni nya na post amount. Inti baby I drew no.
That was it. I was for and I hear brand dear baby see. Then between Jumadi and your depremo movement television went to me radio so the Damunina see baby am wa mo hwe ni baby am wa mutie nyina yedamos. As that say pa nkoma Mr. Santi. And technical team nyina brother Ima Akalan AB Martin. Any cooking the Damunina see afebili. So a boy who ban gate no am I Peter Ankoma a deputy editor Daily Dispatch newspaper and a coca and also MPP communication team member Medin any Dasebre Agyei Dwanena Metinemu Edema Gordon Asarbidiako and rather the Mquanchen Drada no pa any kwaku de rubishia or movement in the morning Jumedi so
Yakram